Because they're all asleep.
Yeah, well. You guys been here before, or is this...
This is the second time.
Second year?
It's his second year. It's my first year. Can't.
How early do they start?
You said what,
hucking
7?
the pumpkins?
Huh?
I heard, yeah, like 7.
7 o'clock?
They started firing shit off.
They started daylight.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're pinned by daylight, so they can only shoot until.
Like
okay. So they start right away, and then they'll go.
Because you figure tomorrow, like 5:30, it's pretty much done by daylight.
Right.
So
They're probably pretty fucked by the change in daylight savings, because it used to be 2 years ago.
Wait, we're jumping back Sunday.
Yeah.
So they're gonna start firing right away tomorrow, like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're gonna wake up to fucking shit being thrown.
Trebuchet!
Like.
I don't know if you can hear the trebuchet. The cannons you can hear. You can hear the cannons. We heard them today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, watch a few of them.
Sounds like a really weird fart.
Wow.
You're like, that was a cannon. Or someone farted.
It's like, yeah, that was a cannon.
It sounds like an airplane to it.
He farted 10. Like, hopefully that was a cannon.
So there is a real contest, right? Like for distance, or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So do they let just people go and then they rate by like ultimate distance, or they do like a...
Every machine gets 1 shot per day.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
There's that many fucking people here with their cannons.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And trebuchets and catapults and man-powered kind of things.
Are they all like rated differently depending on who, like what the propulsion method is?
It's all based on
Yes.
it's all based on the category.
So they're all...
Because the pneumatic cannons could launch those fucking
Oh,
things.
God.
Totally.
Like 4,000 feet.
Like, when you said there's pneumatic cannons, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've seen the pneumatic cannons on...
But we saw, like, we were hanging out tonight, and we saw the pneumatic cannons, but you can't even see the pumpkin. I mean, it goes so fast. You just see, and you're like, well,
Yeah, it's insane. Like, I think
like-
the last one we saw, like, the one that went, like, straight, and then it was, like, the pump was going like this in the sky. It was doing, like, circles. Like, broke, like, 5 times, like a golf ball does.
Jeez.
But I mean, to see that is, if you're not standing right behind the cannon,
Right, you don't see it.
Yeah.
It's kind
you sit side of the cannon. You're
Shit,
like,
I can't even see a hockey
like-
puck on the whole, like,
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah.
Unless I'm, like, watching hockey, I'm like, oh, they're
Yeah.
going for
You're like,
over
oh,
there.
tried something.
Yeah, totally.
The cannon is meant to win distance, but it's not meant for people.
Right,
But
yeah.
the trebuchets and the catapults,
The traditional catapults.
yeah, you can see something. You can actually the mechanical methods. Humans can actually witness it.
They're watching very loud.
Fucking cannon sucks, but
You know, once you let people do trebuchets, you're like, alright, you're gonna do it. Pneumatic shit.
Alright, more Homewood. Getting to the end of the Jersey Wood, man. Wish I could have brought more.
I wonder if the stuff that they're selling down
Oh,
the front is as bad as what you guys bought.
Nah, that's seasoned. It's probably kiln dried.
So it'll probably burn a little better.
It'll probably burn fast as fuck.
Right, yeah. Shit, they were selling tins to burn your wood in as well. Like big
Really?
kettles.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were down there, you know,
But they
because
ended it like
technically
around
they're supposed to
11
be
because we tried to get
burning.
one, but
So
I think that's what led to that RV starting like their little ground fire or whatever.
Fucking dicks.
That and
I had the
alcohol.
same idea.
yeah, I don't think they really even cared either way.
No.
They pulled up And the only reason the RV got pulled this way was, oh, the wind was too strong this way.
Because
So.
we were sitting in the RV, we're like, oh, fuck.
Well, I watched him pulling it back, and I was like, my tent's there. My tent.
Were they moving?
No, well, originally they were parallel to this RV.
And then they
Oh,
backed
okay.
up to me. Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll block the wind.
Yeah, that was the method to the mayhem.
Yeah, we should have told them to like put it over here.
That's what kicked everything off with like the ground fire.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. We had a
People
fire
still
here
over there?
like all night. We invited you guys before, but
Well, no, we didn't have a fire.
Yeah, because we were
The other-
inside.
well, no, when you guys
Yeah.
were setting up the tent, I was like, we have a fire. If you guys
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to come
Yeah,
over.
like went inside, I pointed everyone else out there, and they're like, oh yeah. And they were all outside, and then so we had one dude who was just a fucking walking, talking shit show. He crashed early though, which is good. For real, man. This dude was wasted, and we were like, really, dude? Like, fuck.
He was like special.
Yeah.
He introduced himself. I was like, my name's Jeremy. He goes, my name's, what did he say his name was?
Dickwad.
Oh, Dickwad. He goes, my name's Dickwad. I was like, nice to meet you, Dickwad. And he goes, cool. He goes, you look like some of those occupiers. And I was like,
When you like some of those occupiers.
That's the first thing he said to me. He goes, you're like one of those occupiers. And I was like,
What's an
What the
occupier?
fuck?
like Occupy
Like Wall
DC
Street
or
or-
like yeah, exactly.
What
I
the
was like,
fuck?
okay. And he's like 4 inches taller. Like I'm kind of tall, and he was a bit bigger than me, which
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
is kind of
I don't know. Getting to know you guys, I don't think you'd actually want to be seen in that movement.
no, not at all. It was quite extra special. And then it was pretty
Yeah,
exciting.
like I was kind of like, it's like when you're driving on the road, and you can tell like the person who's drunk is like they're swerving and shit. You're like, okay, I want to get the fuck away from that car.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but in person form, and it's like that dude. And I was like, oh Jesus.
Makes sense.
But big, heavy-handed.
Yeah, and ex-army or some shit. So like, you know what? He's probably got some sort of traumatic stress that I'm not trying to be involved
He
in.
was taken and put to sleep back in the
And even his boy was like, I fucking hope the guy isn't puke in my car.
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
That bad.
Yeah, that bad.
He came at me, so there was a homebrew keg and the keg's not working right, so we kind of poured beer out of the keg into tell you the truth, into a bucket. And we were,
like a cloth bucket.
yeah,
Yeah.
and, well no, it's a waterproof bucket.
Is it waterproof?
Yeah, it is waterproof. So, I don't know, we're not,
It's delicious.
hey, listen, I didn't find it was that bad either, so that was the thing, it was plugged out of the output of the keg, so it wouldn't export, and so we poured it in just to be able to drink it, poured it in the solo cup, and he pushed the side of the bucket, and I was like, dude, fucking stop, because he was literally pouring the beer all over the place, and he came at me with a hand, and I put my hand on his chest, and I was like, dude, dickhead, stop. And he goes, why are you calling me? Oh, it wasn't dickhead.
Dickwad.
No, Dickwad. And he goes, why are you calling me Dickwad? And I was like, I don't know your name. You said your name was Dickwad when I said my name was Jeremy. And he goes, touche. And like, I stopped him, but like, he's bigger than me, and I literally had my hand on his chest, and he was doing this, and I was like, this,
Ex-army and possibly crazy.
like, not okay.
That camera sucks at night.
Yeah. I was just like, oh Lord. I was like, call him, get your friend, dude. Get your friend, please.
I was like, this is gonna be choice. I was like, I'm gonna get taken down by some dude who thinks his name is Dickwad. And he stopped. It was, it
Like, who did this to you?
worked.
It was Dick
I mean,
Wad.
that was the only,
Dickwad Jones. Yeah, apparently he's there.
Guys want some peanuts?
peanuts.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the biggest bag.
Well, it was,
No, I
but
don't
we
think it's
ate probably half of it.
half. You got like a couple days on this thing. That's
You
awesome.
took that camping like 2 months ago.
Peanuts?
Fuck, I'm good.
You've been working on this thing.
Fucking roast those shit.
Who needs New Jersey wood? Just fucking keep
Throw the
eating
peanuts
peanuts
on
and
there?
throw these fucking peanut shells in
Yeah, it won't last long.
there.
Look, that's Delaware wood right there. That's New Jersey wood.
Yeah, the little one.
It's amazing, like how much like better like
Difference.
the wood that I seasoned and
I mean, this stuff is just, it's not really burnt. The outside is smoldering.
yeah.
Well,
gonna say other stuff
when
is
you
supposed
say
to
you
dry
season
enough.
it, do you
Good
just
chips.
cut it yourself and let it sit out, or?
Yeah. But I put a tarp over it and I keep it off the ground. All this Delaware wood we got was just
Wet,
on the ground.
wet.
It wasn't wet around it,
But if
but
it's on the ground, isn't it still just the bottom layer that's really wet, or does it really just soak all the way through the whole thing?
It soaks through.
yeah,
I mean, if
this
it's
is really
poured
hard
wood-
wood too, so it probably needs another year to really season. It's not good campfire wood. It's good smoking wood for cooking food. It's really good wood for if you stoke it in a like a wood furnace.
Okay, so it'll go up good and keep it warm and have coals, but
It's
you
not gonna
don't-
burn. It's just gonna smolder,
Right.
but make massive heat.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's why it's good for at home, but not
Oh,
good for
here,
here.
nope.
not campfires. No.
I grew up in Arizona, so I'm always used to like, well,
Always really dry shit.
well the wood in the desert is not any of this. It's
I didn't know they had wood in the desert.
no, actually, Arizona, it's like it's theoretically the greenest desert in the world,
Well, that's true.
and there is wood, but it's
But-
really sappy and
Yeah,
it's really,
yeah. It's like
it burns really
Evergreen.
slow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Palo Verde and things like that. But
Right.
I'm really not used to like conditioning wood or I go to places where it would be like where people aren't, and so I can strip the undergrowth and
Right.
burn that stuff as opposed to anything.
I'm
else.
just used to like temperate forests, like here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time I'm here, I'm like, let's burn that. And I'm just not used to.
If it's green, it's
differences.
on.
Like
Can't
when
burn.
it happened a couple months ago back in West Virginia, like it was thundering and pouring the whole time right there. So I like got like twigs and stuff, and basically like skin them just to get them to burn.
So you guys staying all weekend then? Leaving on
Sunday.
I'm leaving Sunday night, like around there.
they stop on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Or do they don't shoot on Monday or anything, right?
Nah.
They shut all day today though, right?
Yeah.
They do Sunday or
They shot
Fridays?
all the cannons today, but
Till Sunday.
we went to get this wood, and the sun was like right there, and it was like burning. It was like right there, like the horizon was burning,
Mhm.
and we left, and apparently they shut off some catapults,
There were a couple that went up.
right? But they didn't finish them, so that's what they're gonna start off with in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And then they're gonna make these guys chop with the cannons tomorrow, I think. But they won't. It takes a long time to fill that big tank, you know? And they want
big
the,
air tanks. They're all air tanks, right? Like for the
yeah, pretty much.
ingredients?
Some of them inject CO2 into them, but
One
not
like
much.
catapult. It was like a giant hamster wheel. Yeah.
Ah. Oh shit.
It's okay.
Oh, because you could just
That's cool. You
pump it
saw the
into
best
a-
part of the show today while
It's
we
so
picked
much
up
more
firewood that
entertaining,
didn't
though,
burn.
With the mechanical, the catapult, the trebuchet, the
Yeah.
mechanics involved.
That's what I want to see.
And it's so much more friendly.
Somebody pull a little tiny wire that just unravels it. And...
But it's so,
You would
mu-
actually, like,
it's so
see
much more
pumpkin.
friendly to your eyes because you're like, oh, things are happening. Oh, there goes the pumpkin. The cannon's like, and you're like, I can't see it. It's gone. By the time you hear it, it's already like 10,000 fucking